But
Oh, good. I was
yeah,
thoroughly entertained. They
yeah.
did they won.
This was Zeus's best. Hold on, we got to do the intro. We're here for episode 4 of Baddies East. As you see, Legend is back in the building for this episode. Legend gonna come back for the episodes that are worth talking about, and this was one that you know we had to talk about this one. But so yeah, before we even get to it, because this is Zeus's best episode, easily their best episode they've ever produced. I was jotting down the notes, and look at all my notes. I got hella fucking
Oh
notes,
my
dude.
god. When you gonna
And
be leaving?
because I got so many, because I was counting it, and I was like 10, 9, 8, 12 scenes. Like Zeus put like we ain't used to getting all these scenes on Zeus, and you frozen. Okay, you unfrozen now. But we ain't used to getting all these scenes on Zeus. Zeus normally puts like maybe 4 scenes and drag them out, and they did not drag this out. And the scenes that they put, they actually put enough juice in it and then cut it whenever it needed to be cut. So I was like, Zeus, y'all did what you supposed to do with this episode. Because this is a good episode. This is the episode everybody was waiting on. But you ready to get into it?
I agree. I say they edited nicely.
But and this episode, I'm gonna just say it right now because I'm not. If you're a Chrisean fan, you're gonna be mad because this episode put her on Front Street. She looks terrible with this episode. Like this was her takedown episode.
Not her takedown episode. All right, not too much.
She looked a fool, and I'm about to get it. I'm about to get into it, but let's go. So we get the scene, the first scene we get back with Chrisean and Tesehki in the kitchen with Natalie, throwing the stuff at Natalie. And Natalie sitting there telling Chrisean, Tesehki to make sure that she throwing stuff, she better connect. Because she got the worst aim and you supposed to be a baddie and I'm sitting here dodging it. She had me laughing at that one because
No, Natalie was on one.
she was getting, she really got Chrisean
Endogenous.
now.
Endogenous.
Natalie had me weak in this whole thing because she really got on Chrisean because Natalie was saying how Chrisean inserted Natalie into the beef with Tesehki and said like Tesehki said regardless if Chrisean was in the wrong, she coming for Natalie because Tesehki got loyalty to her sister because that's blood, which everybody would agree and understand why she's feeling that way. And regardless if Chrisean was in the wrong, I'm pretty sure she would check Chrisean off like by themselves. You don't do that stuff in front of anybody else. When it comes to family, you're gonna always have your family's back in front of everybody else. Which is
Yeah.
why what happened later on is crazy.
But
But
also her
Natalie,
family is like Chrisean family kind of just weird. Like
wow.
it's not regular family.
Mm-mm.
Like they got a lot of trauma built in
For real.
within their relationships because of their parents and their upbringing and stuff. Like a lot of siblings keep coming out saying different stuff about certain siblings. So I don't think they regular like family. They just related by blood, not by relationships.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can see it, but Taseki's my favorite. Like every episode, it stamps it for me because like she's just real. I don't know. She gives that real type of energy. You can tell she coming from a genuine place, which I'm glad she on the show because that episode I didn't watch either full season of Chrisean and Blueface's show. I only watched that one episode when he was fighting the dad. I mean that episode, Tesehki did not look. She looked crazy to me in the episode, which I'm glad she got on this show to really show who she really is because you can see her in a different light. You can tell she ain't, and you could tell watching her now. You could tell her energy that she had in that episode was because she loved Chrisean and she wanted
Yeah.
the best for Chrisean. So yeah, I'm glad she on the show. But Tesehki was saying too how she can't get to Natalie, so Tesehki ended up walking away because she's like, "What's the point in going back and forth? Because I'm trying to get active. You're not trying to get active because you got security around you." So she
Yeah.
left, and then Natalie and Chrisean going back and forth, and Natalie's telling Chrisean she need to take accountability for her shit, and Krishan's telling Natalie to shut the fuck up, and Natalie was like, "No, you shut the fuck up, bitch. You gonna stop talking to me like that?" And I was like, "Natalie, I'm with you on that." Because Natalie was getting her. Because Chrisean that's the thing with Chrisean on this show now, with her being pregnant, the way she's got this energy like she always do, you can't always have this energy with these people and expect them to not give it back to you because you're pregnant. Like I don't understand her logic with this stuff. But
But
go
I
ahead.
mean, I don't think she care. She gonna give it to you whether she pregnant or not. And
Yeah.
I don't. I don't think she cared. I think she would have fought, even though she pregnant.
She would have, but it's not fair to the other. Anybody that's in their right mind is not gonna fight a pregnant woman. And you could tell, and even Natalie was not trying to engage with that. And you could tell she was
That's
because
why
when
they shouldn't have
Chrisean threw
had her
that,
on this season.
exactly, and
Production, they
I'm
shouldn't have had her on this season. Like she pregnant. Sit down.
exactly, and I'm gonna get on that later on because I had something to say about that too. But you could tell Natalie was trying her best to not go there with her because even when she threw that, whatever she threw at her last week, you could tell like Natalie's split reaction when she wanted to take something through it, and you could tell she caught herself like, "No, this girl is pregnant. I can't do it on TV either." But Natalie was clocking her, and then Natalie was joking about her voice getting warmed up. She might want to sing tonight. I might perform tonight because she Natalie. This was Natalie's scene. Natalie killed Chrisean in this scene. Natalie had me weak. She
No, she
killed
was
me.
killing me.
Natalie, but this is low key Natalie's episode too. Because at the end, we're gonna get on that too. Because Natalie won me over this episode. Well, she ain't never not had me. Natalie just get on my nerves sometimes. But yeah, this was her. Natalie, yeah. All right, so we get to the next scene.
That's a
The
choice.
uh, next scene, Tesehki and Chrisean, they go into the second house, and I thought it was just gonna be them two, but the other girls that I like, Camila, Sky, Saya, T, Smiley, Animac, they all was there too. And then when they got to that, well, you could tell by looking at the house on the outside, it's like, okay, what's going on here? And then they got up in there. That shit was old and decrepit.
George Washington, like, wasn't he
I
a
was
slave?
like,
Never mind.
uh, don't ask me because I can't remember. It's been, you know how long it's been
He
since I've been in
definitely
school.
was one. Like, you don't know what he got down there in that dungeon basement.
It looked, I wouldn't have wanted to stay in there,
I
but
wouldn't
they
want to
was
stay
over
there.
there.
It gave bad vibes.
It and then the lighting, you could tell they didn't have much lighting in there either because like whenever they was like going down the stairs and stuff, it was dark. I'm like,
Yes,
something.
like I don't
Who
want to
bought
stay at
that
no past president's house.
for real? But the next scene, we got Natalie and her crew, which is Rolly and Scotty, her two lapdogs. And this is what I'm telling you, because I can already tell you now, because you know how I was not on Biggie's team last season. I already know for a fact I'm gonna be on Biggie's side this entire season.
How you know?
And
You don't say that because you might eat your words.
I'm probably
Don't
gonna
say
eat it
that.
if I have to eat them. I'm gonna eat them. But I just feel like Biggie's on. I don't know. I feel like Biggie this season. I just feel like because
I'm
watching the
definitely messing with the
auditions,
Camilla crew though, like the Camillas and Tesehki, and I'm
that's the
messing with
crew.
that side of the crew though. I like them. I
Yeah,
like all of them so far.
for me too. That's the one, and that's why I know because her and Tesehki, because I started following Tesehki on Instagram, and they be on each other's Instagram all day long.
But are they
So
fucking?
that's that's a question you're gonna have to ask somebody on Twitter because I have no
Somebody
idea.
said I heard it might just be a lie, but I heard they was bumping coochies. I mean bumping purses. Ooh.
If they are, more power to them. Shit. But Natalie's crew, Rolly and Scotty, they end up getting on the Sprinter to go to the booking. Vicky's not coming because Vicky don't do clubs. But Vicky apparently told Natalie that she don't go to the club because the devil be out. The devil be out at night. She ain't lying though, because the devil do be out at night.
The devil do
Especially,
be out at night.
and they in DC. And if you know anything about being in DC, I done been to DC so many times I can't even count. But being up there in Maryland,
Ghetto.
when the devil's out, the devil is out. You know, people in Maryland that can fight. And why are you frozen? Okay, you good. But Natalie's talking about she wants the new girls to see how the people go up for the girls, the baddies, and whatever when they at the bookings and whatever. They was talking about shit that really was not necessary, but I'm glad. I mean, they had it in there. But the second crew, they ended up getting on their Sprinter, and this Sprinter was tight. Did it look tight as fuck to you? I feel like this Sprinter looked hella
Yes,
small.
it was definitely like I because they also had like they makeup and they glam people on there too, so it was very like closed in. Because Camilla was getting her hair done in the back.
And it was like hella people around her. I'm like, why are they on
Yeah,
this tight ass? And it's like they got a tight ass Sprinter, and then they house. I'm like, see, why did they get the shit into the stick? But
and to see she was standing up in the back, like she didn't have nowhere to sit. Is that how you
I,
say her name?
I don't know. I've been saying Tesehki. I think it's Tesehki. I got to train my mind to say Tesehki because naturally looking
Oh,
at it, I say Tesehki.
well, they had struggling in the episode too. So look,
Yeah, shit. But since we talk about Tesehki, Tesehki was asking where this AJ and Tay Tay are, which we don't know who they are, but Chrisean saying that they got beef with her and they don't fuck with her and she don't know why she on live inviting these people that don't like her. And it's like, how do we know that she was on live inviting people? Maybe she was talking to somebody on FaceTime, this Tay Tay and AJ. But Tesehki was getting irritated, saying that she getting on her fucking nerves. And Tesehki said after she felt like she was disrespected, it's a regardless if you're pregnant or not. And that's where I can tell. I'm telling you, I feel like I said it since that episode of Krishan's episode aired when we first met Tesehki. I've been saying I feel like Chrisean knows she cannot fuck with Tesehki when it comes to them hands. Chrisean is she'll get up with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't even gonna say it's because she's pregnant, because she still got that type of energy with Vicky and Anna Mac. But if she really about it, like she claiming she about it when it comes to everybody else, and you want your sister to do this and do that, why you don't meet her with the energy that she got? Because she was very reserved in those. Cause she was irritated, but you could tell she was not trying to get Tesehki to that point where Tesehki might end up hitting her. I think she's scared of Tesehki. I do, and I after seeing what we done seen, I know why she's scared. She's scared.
But she wasn't scared. She wasn't scared.
We got to agree to disagree on that.
She
But
wasn't scared. It's a sisterly fight. Like, you don't really want to fight your sister and your brothers for real,
you
for real.
don't. You don't. But I'm sure
But that
you
don't mean
got
I ain't
siblings.
gonna give her these hands whenever like
I was
we
about
get
to
it.
say, because me and my sister used to fight when we was growing up.
Yeah,
Shit,
me and my brother the
how you
fight.
think you
Me
learn how to fight? That's how you learn how to fight. But on the other bus, Rolly, they started talking about who should be performing and stuff. And Rolly talking about she feel like a lot of these girls need lessons in how to be baddies and stuff, claiming that some of the girls just became artists. And she said artists. I was like, Rolly, come on, it's artists. But she's saying how some of these girls just became artists because Natalie was talking about she wanted to get some of the, was it Natalie? Is either Natalie or Scotty? One of them was saying that they wanted to get the girls to perform that had music. And then they started naming the girls, and Scotty said Tesehki because Tesehki got music, and Rolly was like, "No, I want Saya and Mariah Lynn because those two are the ones that we know do music." But I saw Tesehki. I when I started following her, I looked through her page, and she got some good ass music. That girl can sing.
she do. She do got she could sing too.
She can sing, and she got some good music. Honestly, she got better music than her sister. She got more talent than her sister, if you ask me, when it comes to musically, because she's on beat when she's singing. Her lyrics are actually lyrics. Like they're not just stupid shit that's just for like clickbait and stuff. Tesehki would be the one that I would actually want to see
You
perform.
really working on your hater. You
I
are
ain't
a
on my head.
hater.
Krishan just a loser. Like
You
the
are
way
a
you set your
hater.
the way you set your sister up. You ain't never done
We're
that to
not even there
Blueface.
yet.
Yeah, we gonna get to we gonna get to. I'm telling you, I got so much to
You
say.
just ready to go in on her.
I'm ready to get her
We
because
still on the sprinter with Rolly now.
I'm ready to get her. But Natalie's saying that she don't want the fans to be underwhelmed and whatever. So with the performances, so because they don't know how everybody's gonna perform whenever it comes time to perform. But like I said, Scotty thinks that Rolly and Krishan should end up starting the performances. And this is what you gonna call me a hater again. But Krishan, what other songs are you gonna perform? Rolly at least performs different songs. Rolly's songs are kind of good too, and she at least performs. She has a catalog, not a big one, but she got different songs that she can actually perform, and you could tell because we've seen Rolly perform different songs last season and this season. She performed a song tonight that I didn't hear on the last season. What is Krishan performing? The same. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Do you sing any of Rolly songs?
No,
Answer it quickly.
I don't have
Exactly.
them.
Can you
I don't
sing
have them down.
Krishan song?
No,
Yes, you can. You
I
know it's
know
a
the song,
hot party time.
but how long has that song been out? She is not Beyonce.
Girl, she
you
is not
can't.
trying to be Beyonce. She
She
she go
can't keep.
perform the song that she know that hit.
She needs to get back in the studio. It's time. Like that song is 2 years old. Like put something else out. But
Okay, people always perform the whatever.
people that are established can perform their old hits. She only got one song. She looking like a one hit wonder right now. You got to put some more music out. But we get back to the other bus, and Chrisean and Tesehki, they still going back and forth. Chrisean is still stuck on Tesehki not slapping who she said she was gonna slap, and Chrisean is saying Tesehki don't stand on shit, and she's making all these threats at Tesehki, and Tesehki said she'll beat the shit out of Chrisean. Now, what since you ain't been here, and I ain't really asked you this, we've talked about the show, but I ain't asked you this. What is your standpoint on Chrisean wanting Tesehki to stand on her saying that she's gonna slap any and everybody? Do you feel like
Um,
do you feel like are you on Krishan's side when it comes to Seki not slapping Vicky and Anna Meg, or are you on Teseki's side about these girls ain't even in my weight class, not even close to it, and what do I look like just slapping these bitches because they liked a tweet and one of them said that you look slow, even though you do look slow. So
okay, she didn't say all of that. She didn't say all of that. But no, I actually agree with Taseki because like I like like I like to fight sometime or whatever.
yep.
And even
Hmm.
though I do like to what that don't mean I'm about to fight everybody because you could tell some people you could just be like they not even on that type of time, that type of energy. They probably just
Hmm.
all mouth and they can't fight. And like I already know how I am and I know how I could get. So why would I sit up there and just fight them for no reason? But also I feel like Teseki shouldn't be making promises that she can't keep. She should have told Chrisean, I'm gonna protect you. I got your back, and I'm gonna smack any bitch that have a problem with you, but within reason. That's what she should add that within reason because I feel like her hyping up her abilities to sit there and protect Krishan because basically what I got that's why she was brought onto the show to fight for Krishan while Krishan is pregnant. That's what I got. How DJ Sky was there to control Krishan last season. Taseki
It
was here to
didn't.
fight for Krishan while she was pregnant. But I feel like they should have had a talk off camera, like, yeah, I'm gonna have your back because you my sister, but like within reason. Like like these girls are fragile. I'm not about to just smack on Vicky. She over here praying to God. She got Christ. I'm sorry.
Right. I mean,
I
I see
can't
where you're
take her
coming from.
seriously. I can't take her seriously. I'm sorry, but because she always everything she is, she got my fucking nerves. Anyway, but like I'm not about to smack her or whatever. Like, but yeah, I agree with Taseki a lot. Like, don't fight somebody just because you can.
Yeah. Especially if you know you're gonna if you know one if
Like
I know
you
I'm not even
see
gonna
Vicky gonna get demolished.
she ain't gonna hurt a fly. And it's like she didn't even do and like you said, she had a reason, but the reason is not that big for me to be really throwing down on a girl that's I could literally tap
Also,
her
she
and
just
she will
likes
fall over.
something. Like everybody got their likes in their opinion. Just because it doesn't reside within something that you like, don't mean that you gotta necessarily fight them all the time. But that's been Chris
Right.
Sean since day one. So the
Yeah.
fact that people are just now getting mad about it, I'm just like, you should have been mad about it other days.
Yeah. And she mad because it's true. Like Vicky liked whatever she liked, but Anna Mac's comment stands. Krishan do look kind of slow, and she acts slow. Anybody that continues to be in that revolving cycle with Blueface is not all the way up there. But
Mm.
let's move on. Where am I at? Krishan ended up getting off the bus because she said she was trying to get away from Tesehki. So she gets off the bus, and they already at the club at this point. So she get off the bus, and fans is outside throwing eggs. So they immediately get her back in the sprinter. And Krishan's sitting here talking about how she don't even want to be here. So I don't even know why they out here throwing eggs at me. And when she says she don't even want to be here, it takes me back to last season. Krishan was barely on the season last season. But you come back again, and last season you were saying the same stuff. You don't want to be here. You're pregnant now. You have every reason to not be here. Why do you keep coming back if you don't want to be here? Just coming on the show just to say you don't want to be here? Like, what's the point? And you're not pressed for a check because you don't even get to touch your checks. Your checks go into Blueface's account. So you can't say that you on here to, you on this show to get money because you don't get to touch your money. So what is your point in being here?
Hold on. How you got that information?
She said it. She said it on one of them lives plenty of times. And it's clear.
Oh.
That's why I say she's slow. because I don't know anybody that's going to willingly allow their income to go to somebody else's account, especially a woman putting their income. It'd be one thing because a man taking care of their woman, that's one thing. We can have a joint bank account and I can give you your money when you want it. But a woman allowing a man to take her money, I ain't ever heard no woman say that. Not one that's smart and not one that's right in the head. And you know I ain't lying about that. How many women on Twitter
Well,
be talking about, I wish a man would take my money. I wish I would be funding a man's life.
because they can have their own separate accounts, then have a joint account together, but they not even married.
They don't. That's it. She's so digmatized by Blueface. He got
I
control of her
yeah,
money.
yeah. Mm-mm.
But the rest of the crew, they ended up getting off the sprinter. And Tesehki immediately is in business mode. This is why I like her, because you can tell she's mature. Like, you can tell she can really get down when it's time to get down. But she said when it comes to, like, being outside with the fans and stuff, when we out here getting booked and whatever, leave the shit that we got going on behind closed doors on that bus. When we get out, when it's time to go get this money, we're going to get this money. And that's what she was doing, too, because when they got on the stage and stuff, Chrisean was performing, and she was back there hyping her up. You would have had no idea that they was just beefing unless Chrisean didn't get on the if she didn't get on the stage and start saying stuff. But
Yeah.
they ended up getting off the bus. They ended up going to the stage. Sky is over the bullshit. She just trying to go in there and have fun. Sky, I love
I thought
Sky's
you were talking about
maturity.
BJ Sky. My
Oh no,
bad.
fuck her.
Because I
Fuck
love
her.
Sky. I love the
Me
real
too.
Sky.
Me too. I love her. Like you could tell, Sky done grew up too. Because Sky used to be on that Chrisean type of time on Black Ink. She was the one
Yes.
throwing down every week. But you can tell Sky's gonna be like the she's gonna be the comedic relief of the season. Like her confessionals
No.
are always funny.
She had me dead in that preview. We're going to talk about it at the end, but she had me dead in the preview.
She always had me dead on the show. Her confessionals are funny. But
They are.
they in there turning up and whatever. The second crew, the main crew, the ones that we like, was in there already. And Chrisean ends up coming in there. She gets on the stage immediately. She's talking about she wanted to perform and leave. And as she's performing, Natalie and her crew comes in, which is the rest of the girls. And as Chrisean's on the stage, Chrisean's sitting there talking about bitches throwing eggs. She addressing it, which I can't be mad at her for that, because if somebody threw some shit at me, I want to know who threw it too. But she on the stage and she performing. It's a vibe as always, and they hyping it up. The crowd's hyping. That's the one thing I don't like the song. I'm tired. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't like the song. I'm just tired of it being played, and I'm
And
tired of
they be
her.
singing it. They be
They
singing
are.
it.
They do. They be fucking with it. They fuck with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, and if she gonna get, I mean, like I said, I can't be mad at it though, because if she gonna get it in rotation and she gonna keep making, but she don't get to touch her money though. That's the whole thing.
Oh,
I was about to say, if she can, if it's in rotation and she's getting her royalties off of it, so be it. Because Mariah Carey get hers every time this year. Hers is in rotation. So, but she don't get to touch her money though. But Natalie is sitting in her little VIP section, pissed because she's tired of hearing the song. Natalie was like me, she's tired of hearing the song, and then not only that, she just irritated with Chrisean. So Natalie ends up leaving the club, and she ended up leaving the club because she saw Chrisean's friends on the stage too. Because you remember in the first episode, according to Natalie, Chrisean's friends was trying to attack her. So Natalie feel like she set up because she in DC, which is close to Baltimore, which is Chrisean City, and she feels set up. So she ended up leaving the club, and she outside screaming, "If you want this to be the Chrisean show, make it the Chrisean show." Natalie was tight.
Natalie go do it for the cameras, but
She
I think
was,
she was in her right mind to leave because you don't know what's gonna
yeah,
happen.
yeah. I don't fault her at all, because if I already know what type of time Chrisean is on, and then I see
Because
her
you
with
could
her
call me
people,
scary because I'll be scary alive at home.
yeah, I'm not getting jumped. And if I do get jumped, somebody getting. I shouldn't have done that.
Man,
I hope. I
what?
hope.
What you doing?
Like I always say, if you jump me, all bets is off. We ain't fighting fair. But Rolly back on the stage. Rolly is in there performing a new song. Mariah gets up there and performs some some weak ass shit. I
He
don't
was
know
moving
what it
them
was.
hips now. Well,
And
they was a little stiff. They was a little stiff. They was whoop, 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 whoop. She was stiff, baby. I said, but she trying. She was trying.
And Camila was making me laugh because she was sitting back there doing a little auntie dance back there in the back. On the Camila was vibing out to it. But DJ Sky is apparently back there DJing. I don't know if she was really turning them turntables, but she was back there talking to T. And then she asked T for her record. So T gets her record and she starts performing, but I ain't even see T speaking to the mic. But at this point, all the girls is gone at this point. The only ones that's up there is DJ Sky, T, and Scotty. And Scotty's sitting there talking about if you got talent, why not show it? And she goes around that corner and starts twerking. I'm like, is that your talent? Is that the talent? Since you
Her
this
name is
athlete,
Scotty with the body for a reason.
body, you having body is talent. That's
She an
God given.
athlete.
Don't even get me started on that shit.
She an athlete. She
Don't
an
even get me.
athlete.
Don't get
Stop
me
playing with
started.
her. Stop playing with her. If that's her
Don't
talent, that's her motherfucking talent. Like Scotty don't be making sense, but it makes sense to her. So I'm a supporter.
whatever. You can support it because I ain't.
Well, I ain't supporting her like really, but like I'm saying, I'm gonna support her delusions.
Well, you support it because I ain't.
Okay,
But
whatever. Like
now,
let her be
now
great.
let's get to what we really here for because this is where it all starts. So they give us a disclaimer talking about why the cameras was down. It's always why the cameras is down. Why y'all can never have the cameras up when the shit pop off.
They so
But the
fucking.
cameras was down, and some shit went down between Tesehki and Marsh and Janet, which a lot of y'all in the comments know who Marsh and Janet are. I didn't know who they were until this episode. I knew they was friends of Chrisean, but the way everybody been saying their names, I was like, they must be really around her like that. But they Chrisean's friends, and they jumped Tesehki. So Rolly's claiming that she left before we even get to that. Rolly was claiming that she left the club because it was boring after her performance. And Camila is saying Tesehki came out and she was turned up. She was happy. She was on the security's back. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these bitches come up and jump her. So then Tesehki is going the fuck off, talking about she gonna beat the shit out of Marsh. And Chrisean is sitting on this bus looking like, I don't know if you caught it, but she was just sitting there like this, looking all sinister and shit. I'm like, so you done set this up and you acting like ain't nothing happened. But Tesehki is saying Marsh ended up telling Tesehki to get down because apparently, I guess she saw her on the sprint or whatever. Tell her to get down, and Tesehki said, "Okay, you ain't got to tell me twice because I'm ready to eat." So she gets down there and beats her ass apparently. So and then she also Tesehki started calling Chrisean a pussy ass bitch. And she what hurt her was that she heard Chrisean telling them bitches to beat this bitch up, talking about her. Which and then Tesehki got emotional in the little confessional, which I can understand because that's your little sister, first of all. And if anything, it's like my little sister is setting me up to get jumped by her friends. Like, how does that look?
I mean, yeah, but also she was saying how she was gonna whoop her ass, pregnant or not.
But you gonna set your
But
blood
devil,
up.
so devil advocate. You hear
Look,
you on the friend with Chrisean. Chrisean, your friend. This your friend. Don't this is your best friend. And you hear her sister talking about, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I don't care if you pregnant or not. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
that ain't my business.
That ain't your business, but that's your
That's not
friend.
my
Like
business.
whoop that
That ain't
whoop
my business.
in her belly is your godson. That's your godson in her belly.
That ain't my business. Chrisean is Chrisean, and Chrisean and then you her best friend. You know how Chrisean is. Chrisean got too much of this, and she likes the 30s. So you know if somebody's popping it at Chrisean and talk about beating her ass, you know Chrisean did something to make her want to beat your ass. So at that point, that's your business. That's I'm not getting involved in that. If you're not getting
But
jumped,
like, okay,
if
well
you're
then
not
they
getting
not them
jumped,
type of friends.
no, if you're not getting jumped, I'm not jumping in your shit. Like if it's on some one-on-one shit, then that's
But
y'all.
she's pregnant.
Then you need to shut up. Stop talking. I
Okay.
don't care if it's your sister or not. Shut the fuck up.
I really didn't care either way. But I just want to play devil's
I know you
advocate so
did.
that way we can see different
I know you
opinions.
did. That's why I said. I know you did. But Scotty is thinking that what am I talking about? That I'm talking about a whole different scene. It's slow. It went all the way back up. But Janet. This is what threw me, because why are the friends getting confessionals? Janet
No,
got in
I
the
was like, hold on. They just
confessional.
letting any bitch in the motherfucking confessional room. This like room for everybody.
And
Like,
they had her
goddamn it.
name in
I said,
it.
they had
They,
their makeup and hair did in the confession. I said, oh, bitch, this is new. Not this is
I'm
like
like,
Atlanta Housewives, friends of the show.
basically, because I'm like, at this point, are they on the show? Because they had their name and everything. But she's sitting there talking about Chrisean was confronting Tesehki, and Tesehki had got in her face, and Janet claims that they was gonna pack her out because she got in her face. Because why are you acting like that when she's pregnant? I guarantee you, Chrisean was doing shit that made Tesehki get up in her face. You can't provoke somebody and then think just because you're pregnant, they're not gonna get up in your face. She gonna meet the right one day, and if she ends up pregnant and she meets that right one, they're not gonna care that you carrying somebody. They're gonna hit you, pregnant or not, and
I
that's why
done
you
seen
can't
a
put
couple
yourself
of
in these
pregnant people
positions.
fight.
Yeah, that's why you can't put yourself in these positions, sister or not. Why are you on the show when you're pregnant? That's the problem to begin with. When you know the show is built off of fighting, and you like
True.
to fight, so I didn't see the point in that, but Saya finally got her first confessional. And she's saying it's nobody's business what's going on between the two sisters. Like I said, like, and I was agreeing with her. I'm like, what is the like? Why are y'all trying to get involved in sister beef? Yes, y'all her best friends, but like, if Taseki's not getting Krishan jumped, you have no reason to be involved. Like that's stupid. And then me being my friends would never put me on somebody just because they can't fight and don't want to fight in this moment of time. So I got to go hit somebody. I'm not doing that. The only time I'm getting involved in some beef with my friends is if you getting jumped. And that has happened before where I've jumped in on a fight because it was some 3-on-1 shit. Like, I'm not going to let you get jumped. But if it's some 1-on-1 shit, I'm going
You
to let you
watched
handle
me get
yours.
jumped.
When? When?
I just play.
Look, and you can handle yours too. That's the thing too. But what else happened? So why does it keep? I need to make sure this thing stays on because it keeps scrolling up. But somebody ended up throwing, and then did you notice that too? Somebody ended up throwing water on Krishan, which in my mind I was thinking it was Tasiki,
It
but we
was
never.
it was a video on Instagram like before the season came out. It was her. She threw it from the back because they were trying to get Krishan off the bus and they were holding Tesehki in the back, like right in the back, like right corner, like of the front of the bus. So they were trying
Mhm.
to get Krishan out from the back of the bus,
Yeah,
and that's when Tesehki threw the water like over the security guards, and Krishan caught the bottle. It was on Instagram, like before the season
shit.
came out.
Well, you
But
got me
yes,
jumped, so you can handle this water. But they ended up. And then outside, you got some random niggas out. I don't know if these is niggas that was control like with them or not, but they out there scrapping in some
they were
true
trying to fight
DC
the
fashion.
security guard. I said, "This is
Yeah,
ghetto."
in true DC
Is
fashion.
satire.
And Sky in her hilarious confessional saying shit got crazy and she don't even know how to explain it. She said, it had me like this. And she said, you thought I was froze, right? Because that's how it had me. Sky is hilarious.
No, like she was stuck. Bitch, I was too. I said, "What is going
Sky.
on?"
And you know what's crazy if she like, damn, what's going on? Because you know Sky give it up.
Yeah,
But Krishan ends up getting taken off the bus, so she's sitting here saying again, she's ready to go. She gets on another sprinter and she on the phone with somebody. I thought that was going to be like a setup into something else, but we didn't really see what the conversation was. But Tasiki was saying also on the bus that she ain't gonna hurt Krishan because she's pregnant, but she gonna eat everybody else that is around you, aka anybody in your crew is
she
getting
always talk
eaten.
about she about to eat.
we know she get to eating. We know she do. She said because you got me on demon time now, so anybody can get it at this point. But the next scene we get is Krishan with her pack of bitches in the hotel room. And then the other friend, Marsh, she gets a confessional. And then Krishan ended up coming out saying, fuck Tesehki. She was moving like an op, so she carrying it on like an op now, so you gonna get jumped. Which is so whack to me. And then Marsha sitting there talking about Tesehki thinking we just petite bitches and stuff, basically thinking that you scaring us because we small and yada yada yada.
She had a
Tesehki
lot of
wasn't thinking,
motherfucking mouth. She had
yeah,
a lot of motherfucking mouth. I'm
too
like, girl, you
much.
got all this mouth. You better be able to throw them hands. You better be able.
I cannot wait to get to the end of that because you are. I know you caught what I caught because before they even started fighting, I already knew she can't fight just from that set.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you got all this mouth in front of your homegirls. You better have them hands when it
When
comes
it's
time.
time.
You
Yes,
can't just be talking all that shit and not have them hands, girl.
especially when you
If
in
you
there with
go now,
somebody.
look, I don't agree jumping into family shit, but if you are gonna jump into family shit, you better be able to scrap, bitch. Don't be jumping into family shit and getting your ass beat. You gonna look like a double boo boo the fool.
Especially when the business you jumping into. If Chrisean can fight, you know her older sister can fight. Because like Tasiki
Yeah,
been saying, who do you think taught Chrisean how to fight? So if you want to get into it with Tasiki, you better know how to fight.
yes. You better be ready.
It's crazy. But Marsha's sitting there saying, who is Taseki talking to when she said that she was going to beat Krishan's ass? Just talking shit. And then Krishan said that Taseki wants her one on one. And she said, you can get your one on one as long as you ain't hitting me. I'm like, you can't sit here and jump me and then try and expect me to not touch you. Even though we know Tasiki ain't going to hit her. But even if she did want to hit you, she got every right to because you set me up. Anybody else setting me up,
You
I'm
know how
getting them
everybody
too.
everybody always be like, that face ain't pregnant.
Exactly.
That
Exactly.
face ain't pregnant because I can
Exactly.
just hit you boop in that face. That face ain't pregnant.
So ain't. That's a
You
fact.
want to play? You want to play? I'll punch you in your face. I'll put the pillow over your stomach. I ain't gonna kick you or nothing, bitch. But boop.
Exactly. Shit.
That's how they
And
be
then we
punching.
get
How they be punching on baddies. Boop.
Scotty. Exactly. And that's how you know. That's how
Boop.
you know
I'm
they
like,
can't
why
fight
y'all
when you
punching
only.
like that? Boop.
And then only with one hand. If you only fight with one hand, that just lets me know you don't know how to fight. But we get another scene, another confessional with Janet. Janet sitting there saying that Marsh and her feel a type of way, like they have to defend Krishan because Tasiki wasn't doing her job. She's supposed to protect her and not bully her. Tasiki, the only job that Tasiki was supposedly having right now at this moment in time was Woviki and Anameg. Two girls that are half Krishan's size, two girls that essentially can't fight. So what does she need to protect Krishan for? And these two girls weren't even pressing Krishan. So what does she need to protect Krishan for? And
Mm-hmm.
then the bullying shit. How is she bullying her? Like, what are you talking about? And that's how
I
you
don't know.
know Krishan probably is feeding them this shit
Mm-hmm.
because they just going off of whatever they believe is
Whatever
happening,
she
and you don't
say.
even know what's like. What are you talking about?
But like when you hearing your friend's point of view, you obviously go take your friend's side and
Yeah,
back your friend up. So I can't
yeah,
I can't fault them for that. But like if you are gonna jump into some shit, make sure that you ready for the repercussions of your actions.
exactly, exactly. But Krishan is still going on about the slapping shit and being on the bus with two bitches that don't like her, yada yada yada. So the next thing we get is Smiley and Rolly. What's your opinions on Smiley? I want to know.
I don't like
Why she
her.
like?
Like
Why?
she too big to not be knowing how to fight. Like the way she should have handled Mariah Lynn, but she didn't handle her. Like neither one of them was really doing anything for me, and I think she was kind of weird because I was kind of confused about the whole Natalie tattoo thing because then she said it was henna. Girl, whether it was henna or ink, you shouldn't have been doing that shit. That shit weird. And then she said she got connections to the black market or something, so she go be able to get into shit. I said this bitch is weird. Like she's very weird, and I guess she's trying to be like a comic relief as well. But I can't get into it. Like I don't know. There's something about Smiley that I don't like, and I can't put my finger on it, but I'm sure in the next couple episodes, my finger will be put on it. I
You
don't know
sound like
yet.
you sound like Rolly. Rolly said the same thing. Rolly
I
said
don't
she
know
like her,
yet.
but Rolly said there's something about her that I just don't know, and I'm
I
gonna
can't.
find out.
I'm with Rolly on that. Like there's something about Smiley that I don't like, and I don't know why. Like when I just feel that energy from her. I don't like her.
I don't know yet because I ain't seen nothing too. I ain't seen nothing yet that I can't say I don't because the tattoo stuff. Like I said it in a couple of reviews before. When I first heard the tattoo stuff, I was like, yeah, that's some weird ass shit. Like, why are you putting somebody else's name face on you that you don't even know and don't have no relation to you? But like I said last week, we never got to see the tattoo. So how can we really judge if it was really a tattoo of Natalie? Like, 'cause Zeus is gonna put. They've been putting the receipts of everything on the show this season. So why we couldn't see what the tattoo looked like? But if it is that, then yeah, you're right. That is some weird shit. But and then not only that, you knowing how to you get Natalie's number that she didn't give to you. That is some weird shit. So
I'm sorry. It's something about her. I'm gonna marinate on that. I'm gonna marinate on it. I'm gonna let her marinate. I'm gonna let her simmer. I'm gonna let her simmer. I'm giving her a chance. I'm gonna let her simmer. I ain't press play on her ass yet. She on pause right now. But I'm sure
okay,
the next episode she's gonna do something that's gonna piss me off and I'm gonna press play. You go know. You
New
go
York,
know.
New York. But we get to the next scene, and this scene, this was a good scene because this Mariah Lynn, I already knew because that's the thing we know Mariah Lynn from Love and Hip Hop,
Mm-hmm.
and win, lose, fight, can fight, not fight. Mariah, if somebody is pressing her, she gonna do what she got to do. Whether she
She
win,
will.
lose, she gonna get down. But what she said in this episode, we got her in this scene. Her and Tesehki, they walking down the street, which I'm like, Zeus, y'all trying at y'all best to make this a reality show because they out here got different scenes. They shooting from different
I know.
angles,
I
different
was
places.
proud of them.
Yeah, I was like, okay, we got a nice scene on the street. But Tesehki's pretty much getting Mariah Lynn up to speed because she didn't know what was going on. So Tesehki let her know that Chrisean wants her to fight fragile bitches, and she's not a bully, and she's not gonna fight girls that is not half her size, and no reason for her to really fight, which I agree with. And Tesehki saying that she don't understand why she would set her blood up, aka her. And Mariah was pissed and confused as to why your own sister is setting you up to get jumped. Because as we know, the reason why Mariah Lynn got this beef with Smiley is because Smiley put her hands on her sister. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the right person to talk to because Mariah Lynn is going to be on that same type of energy that Tasiki on. Because like, why would you set your own blood up? Because I would never do that to my
Yeah.
sister. So she basically was not fucking with it. She said it was pissing her off. Tasiki was saying like her hair was over her head and she was beating the shit out of Marsh, and then Janet is behind her, hitting her in the back of the head, which is why I can't wait for her to get her lick on that Janet. But Mariah Lynn was also telling Tasiki that she got her back. Like she said, this shit pissed me off. Like she's mad that it happened to her, especially being her own sister that set her up to get jumped. But she said she will be her sister if she need to, and she will fight right there with her. And what we saw at the end of the episode for next week, Mariah Lynn backed her shit up because Mariah was
She
over there
always be.
curb
I would
stomping
say that Mariah Lynn is not afraid to go toe to toe with nobody. She go
anybody.
talk her shit. She go
She
talk her
do.
shit. And I'm
She,
actually liking this seeing this side of Mariah Lynn.
me too. And she backed it up. Like she was over there curb stomping that girl in that damn. She was getting that girl in that preview. But Mariah was talking about how Natalie, like how she's cool with Natalie and stuff, and how Natalie's supporting girls and stuff, and people don't get to see the side of Natalie that she sees, and she feels like her and Tasiki can like squash their beef and whatever. And Tasiki look like she's like, yeah, I'm cool with it at this point. Because at this point you can tell Tasiki is probably seeing like Chrisean probably did put this bug in Natalie's ear about me, and basically probably did tell Natalie like, look, don't fuck with my sister because I ain't fucking with her. And Chrisean is that type of person. We already know that. But the next scene we get is Natalie, T, Scotty, and Vicky. They recapping the stuff. Natalie's feeling like Chrisean is putting her in the mess with her and Tasiki, which at first I was not seeing it as this, but the more it goes on, I start to possibly give Natalie the benefit of the doubt because she might be telling the truth. Honestly, I could see Chrisean doing that because Natalie is all about selling the show, and Natalie
Yeah.
knows Tasiki is gonna bring some mess, and she knows Tasiki is the one that everybody was really wanting to see on the show and see how she gets down and how she give it up. And Natalie, she can't fight, but Natalie, one thing we know about Natalie, win, lose, or draw, just like Mariah Lynn, she'll go head up with whoever if it comes
Hold
to
on,
that
don't play
point.
with
She
Natalie
ain't
now. She been winning her last couple fights.
okay. Natalie will go
Don't
head
play
up.
with her.
She might not. She might not be on the type of energy that she will be with somebody that she knows she's gonna beat. But if push comes to shove, and somebody who will beat the shit out of Natalie decides to put their hands on Natalie, she will actually go back and forth with them. Like she'll throw them hands, even though she can't throw them. But she'll throw whatever. She'll throw her body weight around. So Natalie will get down whenever she ready.
She'll
But
throw that leg up real quick.
She
You know,
started kicking
Natalie
bitches.
love kicking somebody.
She that look. That's how you know she done taught Scotty because Scotty be trying to kick people too now.
Yeah.
But so they basically just recapping all that stuff, and Natalie was saying like it's sick that Tesehki done got jumped by her own sister. Like she said, I don't know what type of family love that is, but that's not the type of family love I come from. I'm like, yeah, I feel you on that. But Vic, now this is where Vicky cracked me up. Vicky was cracking me up because she got some bass in her voice with this one because she was saying Chrisean be out here claiming God, but look at how she be out here acting. She said, and then she said, "This is what really, this is what really took me." She said, she said the enemy is having his way with Chrisean because the way you think Jesus be out here slapping people when she
No.
said that.
Okay, and I was hold up, and I was cracking up at Vicky, but I said, Vicky, maybe this is why Chrisean want to smack you.
For real, I was like, Vicky, you was talking it. She was talking that
Vicky, you
shit in
can't be
this
talking
scene.
shit in the name of God, and then when somebody come up to you, you want to Christ them out, bitch. No, you getting this smack, Vicky.
And she was talking that shit, but she was right though. She ain't say no lie. But the next scene we got the four that we like: Sky, Camila, Anna, and Saya. They in the other room doing the same thing, recapping. Which I'm glad with the recaps. They still had the recaps in here, but the recaps was not as dragged out as they usually are. But they was recapping tonight. Camila saying that she want to bring some eggs to the booking because if anybody want to start throwing some eggs, she gonna be ready. And Anna Mac was saying how she was peeping bitches from the auditions in the audience or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Anna was saying how she didn't want to get on that bus whenever the stuff was going on with Tesehki because she saw bitches on the bus that she didn't even recognize. So at that point, yeah, I don't blame her. Shit, I wouldn't get on there either because at this point, who the fuck are you? And how do I know that you're not gonna try and put your hands on me?
How the fuck you
But
get on?
yeah, and Camila said, "Where's she from? You jump somebody, you got to see these hands again." And I said, "I know that's right because look, if you jump me and
You
I don't
jump
get
me,
my lick back,
I'm gonna need to get my lay back in alphabetical order. Line it up.
you gonna
Who
line
who
it
all
up
jumped me? Who jumped
because
me?
we can get 1-on-1s with each and every
One on
last one,
one.
y'all.
Let me
Each
get a
and
little
every
breather
one.
in between them.
Yeah, but I was just about to
Give
say
me a
that.
water bottle.
You got to
Let
give
me
me a
have
good
a
one
chair
minute
with my
break.
corner in it.
But the next thing we get is Natalie and Mariah. They doing the recapping too. Pretty much, Mariah's pretty much letting Natalie know it's some weird shit, like the whole jumping your sister and shit, saying that she don't fuck with it. Natalie was asking if Tesehki's still trying to fight her, and Mariah Lynn was like, "No, she ain't trying to fight you at this point. I think y'all can probably squash y'all's beef." But Mariah Lynn said she gonna get cute, but not too cute because she already know what type of time it is. And Biggie ends up calling Natalie because Biggie's coming to the club. Apparently, she drove 9 hours to come to the club. Big Dominican. She got 3 suitcases. So at this point, Biggie's like, "Look, regardless if y'all want me or not, you're going to put me on this season because I'm ready. I got 3 suitcases and I'm ready to get on this tour bus." But the next scene we got was Saya, Sky, Camila, and Anna again. They heading to Natalie's house before they go to the club. And apparently they're going to Baltimore, which is the home of the hands too. So that's going to be interesting too for their second booking. But they get to Natalie's house. And when they get to Natalie's house, Natalie ends up calling all the girls outside. And they all wondering what the fuck is going on because it's dark outside. Apparently the
The,
grass is wet.
the bugs tearing the fuck up.
They was tearing T up because you can
Did
see
you see Vicky had that bug spray? She was
the
spraying her
yeah,
She
because
was
that. And then you saw because like T, she was like you could tell she was like slapping something because her whole like there was a part on her leg that was like super red. I could tell she done got bit by a mosquito already. But Vicky, I would have been Vicky too. I'd have had me some off out there too because I'm not trying to get eaten up. But Mariah, this is how I already knew Mariah was about to get involved because she came out there with a tracksuit on. She the only one. Everybody else is dressed up like they're ready to go to the club. She out there with a tracksuit on because she already knew what was going down. Because Tesehki, I'm pretty sure Tesehki already told her, "I'm gonna get mine." But this Camila was she already knew what time it was. Camila already know. But Tesehki come out with her
Camilla look good in
t-shirt.
that orange.
Camila Camila still looked the same. Like she aging
Yeah.
the way she's supposed to age. And she got 3 kids too, I think.
Yeah, and she just recently had her baby, so that's why people was making fun of her weight. But I'm like, she still got that baby weight on her.
Postpartum, yeah. She just
Yeah,
had the baby.
like
But
chill
you
off
can't
her.
say nothing
She
about
look good.
that face. You
Yeah, she
can't say
looked
nothing
good
about
in
that
that
face.
orange. That orange was doing it for her. Now, okay,
Yeah.
Okay,
But
next two.
Tesehki came down, t-shirt, shorts.
Ah!
She had some ones on, like,
Did
and
she
security
just
was
get out of
walking
surgery? Is that why she got that
the
that
waist trainer.
waist trainer on?
You fight with a waist shaper on. That's where I would have known. Like, I don't want to fight you because
Like,
if
I'm
I'm
not
fighting with a
fucking with
waist
you, bitch.
shaper,
You're crazy.
that's
You're insane.
crazy. But their security was cracking me up because the way they was walking, my sister said it too. They walking her down like she walking to the ring, like the way
No,
they had
like
her,
this is a boxing ring.
literally. But she was ready. She was hyped, ready to fight. She ready to eat. So I'm ready to eat Marsh and Janet. And Natalie, this is where I was like, this is Natalie's shining moment because I was like, Natalie set this up so she could get her wins. Like Natalie was like, okay, I know Tesehki done got jumped. I know she want to get her win, so let's do it. And then
Yeah,
Natalie
but
comes
this
out
is
there, listen,
Natalie the producer. This is Natalie the producer. She's
producer or
produced.
not, producer or not, she let her get her win, and I love
She's
Natalie for allowing
producing.
that. This is not like I said. This is Natalie's episode. This was Chrisean's worst episode, but this was probably Natalie's best episode. But Natalie was sitting there trying to squash the beef with Tesehki, saying she ain't got no beef with her, but your sister is too fucking much. Like she said, like we're not doing that jumping shit. So she set her one up. So she let her get her one on one. So Natalie and Tesehki they ended up hugging it out too. And then we got the two corny bitches walking in wearing the same clothes with Chrisean.
Thing
I'm
one and thing two.
like, y'all wearing the same clothes. And I'm like, at this point, if y'all gonna come in here like this, y'all better be ready to throw down. And y'all better not embarrass yourself sitting there. Because you're already embarrassing yourself now coming down here wearing the same shit as grown ass women. But they get down there and Tesehki immediately pressing them. She's like, let's go. Come on.
No,
Come
but
on.
did you see Krishan's confessional? She said, "My sister bigger than y'all, so I hope y'all got some mace for her." Like Krishan even know that they about to
She
get
know
their
what
ass whooped.
time. She
Like
know what time it is. She set them
Krishan
up to
even
get
know,
beat up.
like, girl, you done set your friends.
She set them up to get beat up. Like if anybody, they should have known. They should already know. Like if my friends got, she at the point where she want me to jump my sister, and like get multiple friends to jump my sister. I'd have been thinking, okay, so can your sister really throw down? Because why do you need both of us?
Why do
Like,
you get her?
yeah, like because you throw down with everybody. But that was the end of that because we got the pretty much a sneak peek, and Tesehki was throwing them hands. Like she was throwing them, like clearly throwing. That was a fight. Like I ain't seen a fight like
No,
that
I'm
since.
sorry. I'm thinking
I ain't
about
seen it.
Scott saying that Vicky got her ass whooped by
Yeah,
Christ.
she she was running in that sneak peek. They had her running. I said, not them trying to jump Vicky, man. But
But Mariah did stand on her word, and I
I
saw
told
her.
you.
That punch sent that bitch flying. What's her name?
And she
Jay.
was stomping. Yeah, she was stomping her too. She was.
Yeah,
I was
Mariah
like,
stood by her word. She was
Mariah be.
swinging.
Mariah was
I can't
ready.
wait for next episode because I know that fight gonna be good. But then
It's gonna be real
also
good.
in the preview they had so I guess Scotty was trying to address something with Anna Mac, and then that's when DJ Sky
DJ Stein,
want to
weak
speak.
ass.
I hope DJ Sky get her ass whooped. I don't
I do
like that
too.
bitch. Because like why are you like you see me, I'm already addressing one bitch, but then you want to sneak me while
Yeah,
I'm addressing somebody else. So I hope Ann really get her ass really good
me
because I
too.
don't like DJ Sky ugly ass. Like she needs to get her ass whooped. Bitch, you're not even a DJ. You're a YouTube player. You literally go on YouTube and look up DJ mixes and play them, bitch. You're not a DJ. You're a YouTuber, ugly bitch. I don't. You see, I let her marinate last season. I realized I ain't like her ass. I want her to get her ass beat. I don't
You
give a
knew,
fuck.
but you knew it. You knew it. The episode one, the first episode we reviewed, we was like, nah. But
I don't like her. I don't like
that was
her.
it.
And I didn't like how she did Anna Mac. Also, why they trying to fight Vicky Woe? Like, girl, she do run her mouth, but like, she can't fight. You see her ass
Yeah,
run. She was running like a track star.
she was gone. She was
She was
gone. And they
running for
tackled her.
Christ. She
They
was
tackled
running for
her.
Christ.
They trifling. But
Her
that
and
was
this
it.
Christ thing, like, they need to, why
They
did
be.
they
I can't stand Zeus for that because they be doing that on purpose. They be doing
they
that shit on purpose.
do. They do, but I'm excited for next week. I feel like next week we're gonna get more than one fight in the episode. We probably gonna get that opening fight between all of them. I think it's probably gonna be like a good 3 or 4 fights just
Three
from that
fights.
scene.
Yeah.
And then
Because you got
I
Tesehki
know.
with Marsh, Tesehki with Janet, and then
Hmm.
Mariah jumping in, and then you got I think it was Marsh or the Janet girl running after Vicky. So yeah, we
No,
got at
yeah, it
least
was
four
Janet.
fights.
Yeah, because I remember in the preview, Woe was sick and Vicky was sitting down while somebody was bashing her in her head. But yeah. So and then I know Anna Mac and DJ Scott, they at least go
Oh yeah,
two
that's
rounds.
another one. So that's about six fights.
Yeah, they at least
Yeah,
go two rounds, but that might hopefully they don't do that as a cliffhanger.
I know, I know. But that's it.
But
We'll see if you be back next. You'll probably be back next week. Well, shit,
I'll
I'm gonna
probably
be
be
in.
back next week because I need to press play on that bitch DJ Sky.
We might go a little later because I'm gonna be in Atlanta because I'm going to the game. But I'll probably be back before. Hopefully, I'll be back before 8. But if not, I'm gonna let you know. We gonna get on here.
Okay, we gonna see if I'm
But yeah,
available. I'm just playing.
well, yeah, you let me know. But thumbs up the
No,
video, drop
I'll
the comments
definitely
down
be here
below.
next week because I got something for that bitch DJ Sky. I don't like her ass. I
All
don't like
right,
her ass.